Official weight 139.3. 139.3. 139.3.
Damn. And we just keep on getting bad news in the sport of boxing. Just yesterday, we understood that Teofimo Lopez is not going to be fighting Devin the Dream Haney, right? A lot of people was expecting that fight, right? Because they was in negotiations and both agreed. And now Keyshawn Davis in the lightweight division, who was making his mark especially after beating Dennis and capturing the WBO lightweight world title. And he was in contentions and conversations and talking about a potential unification bout with Gervonta Davis, a potential unification bout with Lomachenko. But Lomachenko, shout out to Lomachenko, he just retired. We was just talking about yesterday a potential unification bout with him and Moretaya that's supposed to get elevated because Vasily Lomachenko did retire. He was the IBF champion and Moretaya was the IBF interim. We never really talked about Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson because they're friends and they already have told the whole world that they wouldn't fight one another. But Keyshawn Davis came in at 139.34 pounds over the weight limit. He has gotten stripped. Now, of course, a lot of people have been saying that Keyshawn Davis is big for the weight, right? Keyshawn Davis has been calling out guys in the 140-pound division like T.O., like Devin. Maybe he had a lot of promotional obligations. He was doing a lot of interviews. He was promoting this fight. He was doing a lot of interviews. Was promoting this event. Sometimes, you get lack of sleep and things of that nature. But it's unprofessional. But a lot of people in the sport of boxing have done it. Your favorite fighter in the history of the sport of boxing have come overweight. Manny Pacquiao has come overweight. Gervonta Davis has come overweight. Now it's fast forward. Shakur Stevenson came overweight. That's how he lost his belt in the super featherweight division. And Ryan Garcia came overweight with the fight with with Devin the Dream Haney, right? The infamous 3 pounds over. It's sad news, but it is what it is, man. Boxing we keep on having some bad news and sad news and unfortunate circumstances. But at the end of the day, man, Keyshawn Davis is young. He's still the fight is still gonna take place. I don't think a lot of people believe that Edwin De Los Santos was gonna win, but now that belt is up for grabs, I wonder who's gonna go after that WBO. We gotta check the rankings and see. But the WBO has stripped Keyshawn Davis, so the only way I think the only way that Edwin De Los Santos could win the belt, but even if Keyshawn Davis win, he can't retain that belt. So at the end of the day, Edwin De Los Santos, I think, is still fighting I think the belt is still on the line. I believe so. Got to check for all informations. I think it would have been a good idea if he knew that he was going to come overweight. And he was calling the likes of Teofimo Lopez. He's the WBO champion. He could have petitioned his way to be the mandatory to Teofimo Lopez, even though that he already beat his mandatory defense over Barbosa. And y'all know that Teofimo Lopez is a super WBO champion, which is going to take 18 months for them to mandate him again. Yet, there's been a conversation with Turkey Al-Sheikh, Keyshawn Davis, and Teofimo Lopez that they could fight. And that was around the time when Teofimo Lopez had the contract with Jerome Bruce Ennis. But as we all know, Jerome Bruce Ennis is not going to be fighting Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez is not going to be fighting Devin the Dream Haney. Maybe now this is a potential fight of Keyshawn Davis and Teofimo Lopez. They got some bad bloods. That Keyshawn Davis have stated that he put hands on Teofimo Lopez's dad. Maybe now moving into the 140-pound division, maybe that's a good fight. Maybe that fight could come to fruition. Also, maybe a Gary Antoine Russell and Keyshawn Davis. Two Olympians. I think that'll be a good fight as well. But it's a bummer because Keyshawn Davis was making his mark in the 135-pound division. And I think that the Davis versus Davis has become the primary fight in the lightweight division because of the entertainment value of Keyshawn Davis. But it's a bummer.